Hey everyone, welcome to Snack Time.
Yeah, welcome to Snack Time. So,
Woo!
yeah, we're doing something a little different this time. We planned on streaming Transistor, but we're having some technical issues. So instead, we're just going to do some pretty random Super Famicom games because that's always pretty entertaining. So to start, we are going to check out Battlecross. I believe I've talked a little about Battlecross, but let me just get in and just play it.
Also, Lucas is here.
Yes,
Hey.
yes. We're a little frazzled with technical difficulties, but yeah. How are you, Lucas?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I have no idea what the heck I'm looking at right now.
I barely do, but it's pretty cool. So Battlecross, basically, you can think of it. So if you've played any of those like top-down racing arcade games, kind of like Super Off-Road, or maybe if you played Top Race and Kirby Air Ride or something like that, this is like that with like a very Bomberman kind of setup. In fact, like these menus and things are basically the Bomberman menus. So I'm just gonna jump in here.
I didn't play any of the games you mentioned, well, say for Bomberman, but I have played Biker Mice from Mars.
Okay.
Is that in that wheelhouse somewhere?
Does it look like what you're looking at right now?
Well, no, in a second. Oh, is that the whole track? Wow. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I actually wasn't paying enough attention to know how many laps I need to go on. But,
This looks like a Mario Party minigame.
You know, I guess there's some inspiration there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these crazy Japanese icons at the top indicate our place through like emotions and how much we're like a dude in a bunny suit.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there's a missile that hit and I think an eagle? So whoever that one is, I guess, is in an America place. And
I think I'm doing alright. It feels like I'm doing alright.
there's a cheerleader bunny, and there's like a bunny touching his head and turning into a human face.
I think I'm going to just take a guess here and say this game is from Japan.
Yes, this Super Famicom game is from Japan. Andrew. Good job.
I think this game was developed by bunnies.
So it was not released outside of Japan, despite the fact that it's like a fairly straightforward action racing game. Did I win? I think I won.
Did
Did you?
Well, alright, cool.
Good job.
Yeah.
How can you tell, other than the game telling you won?
Yeah. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Congratulations, Grant.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't really understand, but
Yeah.
I mean, see, Lucas, they were driving. And they kept
there
doing
were like fairies on the screen. I couldn't tell if they were on the track or not.
Yeah.
Were those fairies influencing the race?
I mean, that's really for,
Oh,
Did you just kick that bunny, man?
yeah. Yes, I did.
Why would you do that?
Why would I not do that? You know?
was that like a Mortal Kombat thing?
I don't think so.
Did you just test your might, or?
I don't know. This was, I think, 94? But yeah, okay. So I'm going to try one more track and just see if you guys can figure out what's going on.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna try and pay a little more attention. You're the red one.
I am the red one. As in most Japanese games.
I like the icons for the computer there. They're like angry computer screens with boxing gloves.
They are. I mean, that's just what computers are. They, you know, especially with all our technical difficulties, you know, they're fighting us.
That's transcendence, I guess. That's going to be really hard to tell you apart from the pink one.
Well, you know, I'm the one who's beaten the pink one, so
I guess.
probably.
It's kind of interesting how the whole track is on the screen.
Yeah, I really like that part. That is like, so if people have played Super Off-Road, that is very similar in that way. Where it was kind of a technical limitation at the time, where it's just like, well, he can't scroll the screen.
Yeah.
What year do you think it is? And yeah, it just
What's
kind of becomes
the
this thing.
bubble for those bubbles?
I think those just like slow you down, maybe, or maybe there's items in it, or again, this is all in Japanese,
Right.
and I know some Japanese, but this is actually a fairly hard to find game. So, like, I was lucky enough to get it at all, but I got a card-only copy, so I don't like have a manual or anything. So,
Oh, there's some lasers. Like I see, there's definitely like clear power-ups. Oh.
yeah, I mean, there are also opaque power-ups.
Right. And that guy hit a bubble and nothing happened.
I think that, yeah.
So
maybe there's stuff in the, but I don't know. I just keep hitting the item button until stuff comes out,
okay.
and usually it does. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Those mines look pretty vicious.
They don't seem great. Okay, I'm having some steering issues this time.
I've completely lost track. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of hard to follow. I mean, it seems really cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I actually
So-
like this.
So
looks fun, yeah.
here's the cool thing about this game, right? It supports 5 players.
But there's 6 slots,
Yep, that's correct.
so that's, I guess, just extra computer competition or something?
Yeah, I mean, Super Famicom couldn't support, well, technically could support it with 2 multi-taps, but no commercial game ever did. There's a homebrew game that did support 2 multi-taps and 8 people, but yeah, that's you're crazy enough to have 1 multi-tap, so I
Right.
don't understand. But it is kind of weird that they designed it as a 6-player experience, right?
That was something I missed out on, was multi-tap. And I had my Super Nintendo, I was very happy with it, but I never had a lot of 2-player games, much less 4-player games.
Yeah.
I had like Mario Kart and Mortal Kombat, and I mostly just kind of played it by myself, unfortunately.
All right. So do you want to see more of this, or do you want to move on to something else?
I don't know. Like, are there other game modes or anything, or is it just the racing?
It's kind of just the racing.
Well,
Yeah.
you're in 3rd place. Do you think you can make a comeback before we go out to something
Sure.
else?
Yeah. One more. All right. One more.
Alright. Looks like pink shut you out.
All right.
And gray, white, not color one race.
All right. We'll go with that one. And guys, let me know if there are any sound issues if you're watching. We do have a hastily put together setup here.
Right. It's getting explosive. The multi-tier tracks are kind of neat.
Yeah, I mean, I think that part's interesting. Especially the part where you just go under and can't see where you are or what you're going.
Yeah.
That's definitely my favorite part.
I see. Wow, it looked like someone went in and almost didn't come out again.
It'd be funny if there was some sort of secret path or something.
It's kind of set up, you can't really. Oh my god. Oh, looks like one of the guys is going backwards for a second. He's just really far behind or far ahead. I don't know. I like the dancing animals in the background, those are fun. Or not really background, I guess, but.
Foreground.
Yeah. the non-gaming space.
Yes. That's actually the type.
Some kind of stand, and there's a fountain, and there's a nice sense of world building in this title.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a weird game.
I like the little. My favorite is definitely the little bear in the corner.
The little big bear just kind of
Yeah. He's just hanging out.
I guess the yellow one's a cat, maybe? A cat? It's kind of blurry.
Or a mouse.
A mouse. Yeah, I don't think that bubble does anything.
Well, I didn't manage to do that, you guys.
No, that's
Yeah.
a shame.
No, it really is sad.
Alright, well, let's see.
You have to practice for the coming Battlecross tournament.
I bet if
A
you
worldwide
brought
event that happens once a year.
if you brought your copy of Battlecross to MagFest, I bet you could get a tournament going.
Probably, actually.
Those guys do silly tournaments all the time. I'm curious about Fire Pro. That's just me. I don't know if that was what you were wanting to play
Okay.
next.
Just 1 second.
Those guys do silly tournaments all the time. I'm curious about. Apparently, there's no sound.
I heard sound. It was low, but I heard it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
1 second.
I'm hearing it too, so I don't.
We're
I
gonna.
mean, is there no game audio? Is that what he's saying? Because I thought I heard game audio, but I could just. Set up. I heard sound. It was low, but I heard it.
We're gonna do something real quick in the settings and get that audio a little louder.
Okay. Next time I heard game audio, I could just. Set up.
We're gonna do something real quick in the settings.
Music's
and
catchy.
get that audio a little- It's pretty great.
So, who even made this game? Before
So
we drop out.
the publisher is Imagineer. So they exist in a certain
They
degree.
continue to exist?
I'm not sure about that actually. I know they at one point existed. But yeah, I have information about this, but not at my fingertips right now. So
They continue to exist?
if you want to check that out.
They're still around, but they do phone stuff now. Apparently.
I have information about this, but
Not really surprised.
I don't think even phone games, just the phone business.
So, apps or just phones themselves?
I want to say the hardware side of things, but that's just a guess.
All right.
Okay, Super Turrican. We did that.
I think we have fixed the audio problem, but you guys can tell us whether we fixed the audio problem.
Oh, they did those. Okay, they published the Fighter's Destiny games for Turrican. We did that. Quest 64. Okay.
Classic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they developed that one. We're working with a great history here.
Okay. So while that's happening, I'm going to switch to Fire Pro,
All right.
and hopefully you guys can say whether we've fixed the audio issues. I believe we have some.
Let me see what's going on. Yeah, I'm pretty curious because being as crazy as I am in wrestling right now, I haven't actually gotten around to trying one of these games yet.
I'm surprised. I think there's one, one of the last ones actually came out here in the US on PS2.
Yeah, it's Fire Pro Returns or something, and
Yeah.
it's
It
already
was $20 too.
Yeah, there was also a Game Boy Advance one, and then there was a 360 one that was basically Kinect supported craziness.
No, I think it was just Avatar. I don't know if it was Connect stuff. I could be wrong.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely the Avastar Fame Star or whatever was going on with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody liked it. But the PS2 one's on the PS2 Classics. It's been tempting me. I'm just afraid of it because it seems like a really intimidating series. It's apparently like super hardcore and more about like having really good timing and really knowing what you're doing and
Yeah.
like goofing around with silly WrestleMans. But like I saw some footage on YouTube and it looks really cool, like the animations and stuff.
Cool.
And like I guess a lot of the wrestlers are based on real people.
So this has opening credits, man. This is bizarre.
Yeah, like apparently
But also
it was,
there's that. There's that, which I know you guys are getting a slightly delayed feed, but you will know what I'm talking about when you hit it.
I'm sure I will.
But
Yeah, these games apparently had like stories and stuff. I know one of them's famous for Suda being
Oh,
involved.
yeah, there he is.
Yep.
Oh,
Suda.
oh, is this okay?
Yep. I have 3 Super Power Pro Wrestling games for the Super Famicom, but special.
This
Special
is-
tids.
This is the one then.
This
With
is the one. Okay,
Yeah,
so fair warning, I'm really bad.
that's fine. I just
Just
want to see
putting
this
that out there.
in action. So yeah, Suda's involvement in this basically amounts to like the wrestler in the story mode killing himself at the end.
Yep.
My understanding.
He gets back into wrestling to like feed his family, but like even though he gets all through it, he doesn't get the money, so yeah, he kills himself.
Yeah.
So wrestling game. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh. Okay. Actually,
oh, man. That
it's
looks-
difficult. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm losing. I'm just gonna back up.
Yeah, no, these are really nice animations from what I've seen so far.
I don't know if this is true of the earlier games, but I know at least the more recent ones, like the ones that actually came out here, that these games have ridiculously large rosters.
Yeah, the whole thing
I'll
is
see
that
that
you can customize them to whatever you want.
Ah,
And so the thing is, basically, no matter what version of Fire Pro there is, there's like, here's the list of what you do to make this professional fighter.
Yeah, like there's very much like moves and ring gear and everything for like people that you can make your Hulk Hogan, you can make your Undertaker, even though it isn't actually them. It looks and acts exactly like them.
Yeah, go me,
Oh, my
Go
body's
me.
from-
go me, go me, go me, go me. I'm cheering for myself. Let's do this.
This looks pretty awesome, especially compared to like the WWF Super Nintendo games.
Well, there is that. That was always the thing about Fire Pro. Since they didn't pay for the license, they had to like make a decent game. And I don't know if this is a good game, but
Well, like, I don't know if wrestling games is something you've ever really paid attention to, but like all of the ones that people think are good are from Japanese developers,
yeah, I mean,
and like that whole thing is just
like everyone
really,
my age, I played wrestling games on the N64.
yeah, like all the really notable ones like are purely Japan developed games because they take wrestling very seriously still over there in a way. In the sense that they still kind of try to keep up the illusion that it's
Oh no!
a real sport.
Oh no! Oh no! I think I'm done. How do I get up? I don't know the controls.
just press all the buttons.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, I
Oh,
love the
okay.
heavy breathing animations when you guys were both passed out before. It feels so real.
I do like slapping him and then kicking him, which doesn't seem very effective, but
Oh, wow, that was awesome. I don't know which one you're playing, guys, but whoever just ate that DDT looks like it's. Oh, got it. There we go. Are Are you the one that just got sat on?
Yep.
Okay. So you ate the DDT. That was pretty nasty.
I don't know how to get back in the ring. This is the problem.
Try the shoulder buttons. That's usually what it is nowadays. Oh, I just noticed the commentators and the goofy speech bubbles. That's a pretty nice touch.
Okay, well, we're not because I can get back in the ring. Nope, wait. Oh, yeah, there it is.
I like that you're just hanging out there.
Cool. So,
alright.
yeah.
That ended by count out.
Cool. Okay.
When you're booked to lose by count out, Graham, that's not a good sign for your career.
No, I mean...
Just saying.
I don't know. What do I do? You know? Alright, I'm going to try it with the Battle Royal because I want to not be slightly different looking guy. Okay. Let's see. Any suggestions for wrestler types?
I don't... What does that mean in game? Like, is there a...
I'm gonna be this dude.
The delay is going to work against us here. Is it all text? Like, do you choose your wrestler? Oh, okay, here we go. Whoa!
Oh, yeah, I think
The Road Warriors.
Yeah, you picked a good guy there. I appreciate the increased mask.
Okay.
That's
I'm
a good
gonna... Yeah, okay, and then I'm gonna go... Yep.
If you can keep the computer as the two guys in the football armor, that would be awesome.
Nope. Going for something a little different.
No.
But, you know, distinctive nonetheless.
Okay. There's one football armor guy.
Okay. They don't look as colorful as they did. It's frustrating. Thought they're gonna be in big costumes and stuff. Okay, well this guy clearly, I don't know what to do about that. Alright. Slap him. Slap him a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
this is silly.
Slap him some more. Oh man. I don't know about this, guys.
Which one are you? You're the one with the crazy mask, right? Getting the bear hug? Yeah. Is that Hulk Hogan? I think you're fighting against the not Hulk Hogan.
I guess. I don't know. He's really good, and I can't like escape. So
He's vaguely blonde, and he's bear hugging you.
he likes that. I'm just gonna slap him some. Stop that.
Is that your one of your special moves, Graham? Just slap him.
I figured out the slap button.
The
So
Ric Flair chops.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo! Oh, he's just squeezing you to death.
great.
Have you figured out, like, specifically what any of the buttons do?
Besides
so
the
far?
slap button,
Besides the slapping? Like, is there, like, maybe a grab button?
I'm trying. Most of the time I'm spent being
Oh.
pushed down by people, so it's difficult.
Right.
I'm outside of my
Really
area of
awesome.
expertise. I did want to show this to you because of the Suit 51 thing, but
Yeah.
I'm bad. I'm ashamed. Oh well, I'll just rest here for a bit.
It can definitely be a little frustrating to play a wrestling game for the first time.
Slap. Down. There.
Oh, this seems pretty fun now.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
it's
is
gonna make it
awesome.
here.
I'm not really big into wrestling anymore, but I can see myself getting into a game like this. Kind of silly.
Suda should do another wrestling game.
He should. Man, I would play that.
Great.
Do something super ridiculous, like an ultimate wrestle style thing.
Yeah, just a full-on grasshopper wrestling game with like Travis Touchdown as a secret character.
Yeah. It would have to include Massacre Smith for sound as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh man, wow, he just kind of went through the ropes.
So while we're all here,
Yes.
do you want to talk about the games you've been playing?
Oh yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's
Sure.
talk about Transistor.
Alright.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the new game from Supergiant. They made Bastion, which was one of my favorite games of 2011. Yes, that sounds right.
It was a big deal, that game.
Yeah. I mean, that game. Yeah, I wouldn't say it came out of nowhere because I was certainly looking forward to it while I had it released, but definitely always cool when an up and coming studio just kind of drops an amazing game out. Just says, you know, this is the kind of stuff we want to make. I hope you like it. Everyone seemed to like it, so we have to make a second one, or at least a second game.
It was interesting because at the time, I guess I wasn't as aware of indie games. Maybe I played like Cave Story, and so seeing there's like Braid and stuff, and my timetable's probably off. But like this one had like Warner Bros. Backing it, right?
Yeah, they published.
So that was interesting seeing like a indie game with kind of a higher. I don't want to say higher budget, but definitely like it had some real. They had a name behind it.
Yeah, I think that's partly due to the fact that back then when Microsoft had the slot system for XBLA, it was kind of screwed up, but we needed kind of a publisher behind it.
Right.
Even getting where, you know, hey, Warner Brothers saw the potential. They even gotten some of our.
Oh man, sorry that pile driver was awesome.
I'm just dying out here right now. I don't.
Just keep
Anyways,
slapping, Graham. Just keep slapping.
you're still in the ring.
That's factual.
I don't even know. Like this is a battle royal, which usually means you lose if you get thrown out. But I've seen that guy in the purple pants get thrown out like 3 times.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't understand what.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it follows like WWE rules or if it's, you know, Japanese terminology or whatever. But yeah, so I think I'm done playing that. What should I try next?
Let me look at the list here.
Let's see.
You have. Well, I want to say Torneko, but I don't know if that's like.
You know what? I vote Super Dodgeball.
Okay.
Okay.
Super Dodgeball, because that game is great.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
So, Super Dodgeball is great. This is the Super Famicom sequel to Super Dodgeball. So, you can tell me whether or not it's great. Once you see it.
Played this one. I played the original one, I played the Game Boy Advance one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I played the Super Nintendo one. So that's exciting.
So this is again another one of those kind of hard to find games, but I tracked it down because I like Super Dodgeball and I like games with multi-cap functionality.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I also won't say I'm good at this game.
You just get the ball and like charge the net and throw it, and that was my experience in these games. And then the guy gets shot up into the sky. And, oh man, I love the look of the Kunio games.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Yeah. All right, so yeah, we talk about Transistor. Let's talk about Transistor.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, Bastion. That's all well and good, but yeah, Transistor is, I would say, definitely reflects the style of Supergiant, but it's tonally and gameplay-wise, well, mostly gameplay-wise, pretty different from Bastion.
Yeah, I'd say like as far as like the way it's presented, it's pretty much the same kind of formula.
Yeah, and with the kind of voice acting and the music and all that.
Yeah, but I feel like, I'm trying not to be mean because I wasn't a huge fan of Bastion, but I feel like there was a lot more, I want to say like more effort and thought, but that's probably not fair. But there's more going on with
there's definitely more
mechanics in the game.
Bastion was just flat out. It was an action game with some RPG elements. There wasn't that much to it. I mean, all the different weapons, they all were pretty different from one another. But I admired that game for its simplicity. I think they were going for a kind of like a top-down, like action RPG type game, and I think they nailed that pretty well. But with Transistor, it seems like they're definitely trying to flush things out a bit, make it way more strategic.
There's a whole lot of things going on that you don't necessarily have to do, but you can, and I really like games like that, where it's just like, here's a million options.
Yeah.
And you don't need to play with the options, but you can, and it's just doing it is a lot of fun.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I was saying this earlier. I haven't fully completely clicked with the battle system yet, which is, I guess, kind of compare it, if I'm going to compare it to anything to like Fallout very specifically, that system.
Yeah, it has that whole element where you stop the game to kind of plan out your moves.
Yeah, and you have like, whereas Fallout, you basically you have whatever gun you were holding and you shot the person wherever you chose to shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
But with Transistor, your options are less about where you're attacking, although that is part of it. It's more about what you're attacking with. Like you have a large array of different abilities, and you can you plan out your attacks. So basically, let's say you have a group of 3 enemies near you and then 1 enemy far away, so you can use an attack that'll hit those 3 enemies, and then if you want to attack the guy far away, you have another attack that's more distance, and maybe that attack will bounce off him, depending on the move you have equipped. Bounce off him, go back to the big group, and hit them too, and then you hit basically the go button, and then it all plays out, and then you have to wait for it to recharge to do it again. And it's definitely interesting. I'll say.
Yeah, it's a little. On paper, it kind of reminds you of like Fallout or like the BioWare RPGs.
Yeah.
But it's different in a way. I'm still trying to pinpoint, because it's like in those games you just straight up freeze the action, and then you
plan your attack.
You plan your attack, and it kind of it unfreezes. But it's still kind of, you go in and out of real time.
Yeah.
And in this, if you can play it fully in real time, but if you decide to do the pausey thingy, it turns it pretty almost traditionally turn-based in a way.
Yeah.
Because you have to recharge.
Yeah, exactly. So in that case, there'll be like things in the environment you could hide behind if you're trying to not damage or away from recharge. And I mean, like I said, for me it was a little weird at first because I felt like I felt like there was more I could be doing in the beginning stages of the game but I think it was just me getting used to it. But the deeper you get into it, the more abilities you'll unlock, which are like super customizable forever.
Oh yeah.
So than any kind of game of this type, where like you have an ability, you can use it as an active ability, which means that it's equipped in one of the 4 ability slots you have, but you can also use it as a passive ability to equip to one of your active abilities, meaning that active ability will have like a special bonus attached to it depending on what you do.
Yeah, it's
there's a huge host of different like abilities and combinations, which I love.
The game just keeps spitting them at you, like.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's never like again, I you might be a little farther than me, but
yeah.
There's like they never let you go too far without getting a new ability, either through like just picking it up in the environment or leveling up, and you get to choose one. I think you get to choose one of 2 abilities.
Or making a comeback, you guys.
Oh. Man.
Yeah, I kind of zoned out on the actual game, but this is a Super Dodgeball game.
It seems good.
So what happened with Technos games, where we didn't really see them, is that they started like I don't know, like copying themselves over and over again. Like you'll find things like you can pick people up River City Ransom style in this game, and like there's a whole bunch of extra features. There's not like sides of the arena in this one. I don't really know why, but yeah, I don't know. This game's kind of crazy.
It seems cool.
Yeah, but I won't subject people to more of that.
Does it eventually get to the point where like the ball starts like splitting and going crazy? Or
Yeah, I'm just really bad at it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that stuff. See, my Super Dodgeball version is the Neo Geo one. I can do most of the like moves in that one, but Super Famicom I have just because it exists more than anything else.
Yeah. Man, I went so hard in the Game Boy Advance one. Like, they got like, man, it was awesome. Because you could like throw the ball and it would split into like 5 balls and then like split and converge onto one guy and then just blast into orbit. God, I love that game.
Yeah.
That version was great. I still the one I played once was the original, but I think Super Dodgeball is pretty great no matter what you play on.
There's
one on the DS too that I've been meaning to look into.
Yeah, Super Dodgeball Brawlers. I would suggest the GBA one as like the best one in English. The DS one's fine. It's just there's a little bit of weirdness going on there. It's kind of an upgraded version of the GBA launch game. So yeah.
Should you pop it in here?
I think you know.
Yeah.
Well, no, anyways. Well, that's loading.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I lost my train of
get
thought.
behind this. Yeah. Oh yeah. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
But yeah, as you level up in Transistor, you get more and more and more options. Kind of like, oh, Torneko, awesome. But it gets to the point where it's like you have your 4 slots for your face buttons. Then those 4 slots have 2 sub slots for those weapon specific passives, and then you have your own passives. So it's like, it's so goofy because you can get each weapon can work with each other weapon. And then eventually you can just get like combinations of 3 weapons, but then you also have weapons on your other passives, and there's just so many options, and like to the point where the game even gives you like just an empty field, right, where you can just experiment.
Just out, so you can like it, so you don't have to like experiment in battle.
Right, and which is good because you can't really switch things on the fly, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You have to get
but
the same
I think like I'm usually with a lot of games like this, I tend to experiment a little in the beginning and then like find like ultimate like set of moves and a combination of things depending on whatever game I'm playing, and stick with that for the rest of the game. And sometimes maybe I switch it around every once in a while, and that's about it. But I think with this game, I can tell that I'm going to be kind of like constantly switching out stuff just to see what everything does, and just
If there's a big problem, there's definitely that. You don't really have to. The game doesn't seem to force you to experiment.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
they give you some incentive, like the action, like each.
Oh right, the lore stuff. Yeah.
The lore stuff, yeah. Like each ability you get is connected to a specific character, and most of them are characters you'll never meet because they're this isn't really spoilers, but they're already kind of dead. You find their spirit or essence or something.
Their blue cubey soul thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like their soul, and then the transistor, which is the talking sword you're buddied up with. He talks to the soul and then absorbs it, and then you get that ability. And then as you use it in different ways, you'll unlock parts of the biography of that character, which gives you background on the story. Which I think is if you're not super into the story, it might not be the best incentive, but I think it's really cool. Like it's like this guy seems cool. I want to find out more about him. I want to find more about the main character. That sort of thing. So
yeah, it's cool. It's a pretty decent incentive if you're into that kind of thing. Like if you like codex in your games, you'll definitely.
It depends on the game, but yeah, I could see myself getting into this one specifically because this game kind of just opens. It just
Yeah.
starts.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, you're just in the action. Well, not specifically in the action. You're just in the game, and then, you know, you're talking sword buddies, kind of explaining things to you, but you kind of discover everything going on in the world as you're going through it. Not unlike Bastion, although Bastion had the narrator to kind of fill in the gaps. With this game, you don't have the narrator so much as you just have your sword friend just talking to you the whole time.
I actually like that a lot. I was one of the kids that didn't really buy the narrator thing.
So that was not my worst run ever.
What happened?
You'll see in a second.
Okay.
But yeah, so I realize we haven't really introduced this game. So this is Torneko's Mystery Dungeon. This is a spin-off of Dragon Quest IV, and also kind of the first Mystery Dungeon game.
Yeah.
I haven't played this.
So, yeah, I mean, there were in fact sequels to this later, but this came before Sharon the Wanderer, and I don't know, it's just kind of weird. And I like playing it, not really knowing what the items are, and like, because a lot of the stuff's in kanji, and like it's very obtuse.
That's weird that it's in kanji.
Well, it's all. It's the same reason that the original games were translated in like Old English. It's all trying to be fantasy by way of being old sounding.
The Dragon Quest games, or at least the first one, I guess, it was written in simpler writing. I can't think of the name for it. Katakana? No, hiragana, right? The phonetic sounds.
Yeah.
But it was written that way to encourage the player to like read it all out.
Okay.
Yes, so that.
Yeah. I don't know.
So it's weird that this is in kanji.
Well, I mean, this is the age of Chunsoft being Chunsoft.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think they did anything different for like the next 10 years. But yeah, so like, it's a smart thing in these games to kind of walk around, find everything, you know, but
do you have
I don't do that.
hunger in this? Do you get hungry?
You do get hungry.
Okay.
And I've only been alive long enough to die of hunger once, so that's me in this game.
So this being the first Mystery Dungeon game, I'm a huge fan of these. Is it a lot harder than the other ones?
I don't think so. I mean, it's harder by virtue of me not knowing what any of the things do, but I mean, it seems like a fairly straightforward thing. Like, I know that the games aren't, like, Sharon the Wanderer is kind of the one that's known for being, like, brutal.
Super, yeah.
And this one's like a spin-off starring a shopkeeper. Like, it's whimsical, I guess.
Yeah. That's Dragon Quest with it.
Yeah. And it's weird to think that, like, you know, Chunsoft did most Dragon Quest games for a long time. And, you know, they don't touch the series now because they're too busy making the same Mystery Dungeon game over and over again. But, you know. I
mean, they did 999, right? Or did they do...
yeah, they also do some visual novels.
One or two.
Yeah, they also do a few visual novels. But, like, they were, like, the makers of the best-selling game in Japan for a long time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, this is definitely a game that is, like, a very specific kind of thing. It's... I feel like this is one of the, like... It's hard to get more niche than this, I feel like, unless you're getting into, like, the really weird territory.
Okay, so there should be steps somewhere. Steps up. I know where the downstairs are, but I'm not seeing...
Well, don't you want to go down?
Wait, do I want to go down?
Yeah, you want to go down.
Okay.
That's how you...
Well, okay. You're right. Going down. Okay.
I've played too many of these games.
to climbing towers more than I am delving into dungeons. So.
Right.
Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Oh, what'd you do? Oh yeah, I'll find out in a second. Well, what's the? Does it have anything to do with this guy in the cape that you keep walking by?
That's the guy you really shouldn't hit because he kills you. Is that what you're talking about?
Did you hit him? Oh, no, you didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Platypunk.
Gotta regen some health here. You know what? Just to make sure, I'm gonna eat some bread. And what else am I picking up? Is that good? Okay.
Oh, yeah, you hit the coat guy. Okay. Oh, it's a magician. Oh, that's slime, what you did. I really wish this ever came out in English, because
Yeah, I'm
this
surprised
is
that it
a
hasn't,
combination
you know?
of two of my favorite things, pretty much.
I mean, it's a Phoenix thing. You know?
And they don't like to put out weird Dragon Quest spin-offs, which it's understandable because no one buys them, but
Hey now, I buy most of them.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that you at least tried. You did your part.
I try so much. I have so many copies of Rocket Slime. But yeah.
Now that's good.
Yes, at some point, I will very clearly be having a stream where I play the first Rocket Slime game because I can stream that on GBA.
I would totally be present for that.
That one doesn't have tanks. There's no tanks in that one.
It's fine.
But
It still
it
has
has the
slimes
other
in
stuff.
it.
Yeah. It's
That's
like
really
it's like the second game, but without the tanks. It's pretty straightforward, I think.
God,
Yeah.
I know I told you already at one point, but I was so thrilled to find Rocket Slime in the GameStop bargain shelf.
Oh yeah. The game is magnificent.
It was like in a sea of Lego Rock Band and like what other garbage for the DS, like Star Wars and all the like really just unsellable DS games. And it was like, oh, Rocket Slime for $4. This is the greatest day in the world. Yeah.
I think I found a carbon copy of it for maybe $5 or $6 at one of the games a few years ago. I was pretty happy about that, and I'm someone who at all costs likes to get the case for games, but hey,
And there we go.
who's going to turn that a copy
Yeah.
of it? It's cheap.
Speaking of finding a card-only copy, we haven't checked in with you since you picked up Motocross Maniacs. Played
Oh yeah,
Motocross Maniacs.
hey. Oh yeah, it was the last time we did a snack time that I actually bought that live on stream, and it arrived, and I have to say it was a fantastic game.
Yep, it's pretty good.
I mean I haven't played it a ton because
This has been crazy for games lately.
That attack animation on that mummy, I'm a fan of that.
Mm-hmm. I'm
It
not
kills you with
anymore,
it,
but yeah.
but that was really cool looking. I like how his bandit just kind of popped out.
One thing I've come to realize playing again at Motocross Maniacs on Route is that I don't like playing things on the GBA anymore.
Yeah.
Especially, I just don't like, you know me, I hate all handhelds or something like that. So,
Yeah. No, I know you. That's
old handhelds especially, you know, grumble. But I am definitely gonna. I used to have a Game Boy player for the GameCube. I don't anymore, but I will probably get one again soon. Even though I have a feeling all of my favorite GBA games will be, or at least most of them will be released on the Wii U Virtual Console, which will be my preferred method of playing them. I still, would love to be able to play the cards on my TV again.
sure.
So yeah, so that'll probably be the way I play that game. Once I actually get one of those, I'll probably play a lot more. But what I've played is it's pretty great. It's
Cool.
I dare I say better than Trials Fusion.
Yeah. No, I mean, how can you not say that? Of course you can.
It doesn't have the amazingly terrible intro song, but It's got some good music, so I guess it makes up for it.
Cool. Alright, so I'm going to do one more run in here, and then we'll call it with one of these 2 remaining games. You guys can pick what I go into.
Let's see here. How about...
Yeah. I'll let you decide, Lucas.
Alright, I'm pretty indifferent to Puyo, so let's go with Tetris Battle, because I've never heard of that.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
And I
You
love
need to see
Tetris.
Tetris Battle, Gaiden. I haven't played it. I've seen it a bunch. It seems like the best.
Cool.
I got my fiance Tetris Axis as part of her Mother's Day present basket, and we've been playing that with our roommate fairly consistently.
It's got a pretty good download play mode.
And well, I was a huge fan of Tetris DS.
Yeah.
Because it was around right when all my friends were still in the state, so we would get together and I would destroy them all. And everyone was okay with it because it wasn't always out of me being better than them. It was just the ridiculous power-ups. So yeah, this is basically the same.
That was
a
a
little
hell
bit.
of a game.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
Alright. So, this is Tetris Battle Gaiden. I will get killed by the computer. It's more fun with other people because they're out of a reasonable skill level. But, here we go. I'm better at this than the other stuff we played. So.
Who's your character of choice, Graham?
You know, I change from time to time,
What in the world is that?
but probably the pumpkin. It's kind of my dude.
So is this like a Tetris game with power-ups?
Yeah, this is basically like Puyo got really popular in Japan, so
Right.
the Tetris guys were like, let's make one that's like Puyo.
Oh.
So it's a battle-focused Tetris game. It's pretty interesting, actually.
Okay.
This is something.
Is that Pyrojack?
this
It looks exactly like Pyrojack.
yeah.
Oh, I like that.
This is something we'll have to play whenever there's a snack bar get together.
Oh, yes.
I'd be down for that.
Because I've never played it, but I've always wanted to.
It's pretty great. Again, with the, like, kind of difficult to find. But this is actually, like, pre-modern Tetris, so, like, it doesn't have, like, a drop. In fact, the up is actually used for triggering your specials. But I always want to drop stuff, and so it messes me up.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, Graham, you got this. I believe in you.
This looks awesome, and the game hasn't even started yet, as far as I can see.
Man, I keep missing all the power-up things. Oh!
Damn that AI.
I might have to look this up if it's not $1 million.
It's, what I can tell, it's a little pricey because I know for the longest time the Giant Bomb guys would play it on often their streams and they would kind of jump in price almost every time they did. So
It was hard to find before that, so.
Oh yeah, and it was hard to find before that too, so it might be a little pricey, but
Well, damn.
I
That's a
think
shame.
you know, as long as it's not like an arm and a leg, I think it's probably going to be worth it. But assuming you have
Okay.
people play with.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I only have 2 Japanese Super Nintendo games. One of them is Chrono Trigger, and the other is some goofy Dragon Ball Z game.
Ooh,
I play neither of them.
games.
It's very silly and not good at all.
Even the only Super Famicom games I have are RPGs. Go me.
Yeah, the only reason I have Chrono Trigger is because I bought Earthbound for too many
no.
dollars, and I guess the guy who sold it to me felt bad, so he gave me a copy of
Ah.
it.
Nice.
Okay, that power-up messes with your controls. Oh, so I accidentally hit the button that had replaced my up button.
That's Tetris the power-ups.
Yeah, so that's the thing, is that it randomly reassigns your buttons to do the different functions.
Oh, that's horrible.
Okay, yeah, I'm out. But,
Oh, there's a really good one in Tetris Axis that basically you just trade tables with another player.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Alright, so I'm going to be a little better off this time. I'm going to go for the magic.
Okay. Black out the computer screen. I don't know how well that's going to help.
Now the computer can't see.
But could the computer see in the first place?
I don't know.
I believe that the game simulates not being able to see,
Okay.
which sounds crazy because it's crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
It took me a while to out there.
Alright.
I'm definitely like recognizing this formula here, like not realizing that Tetris with power-ups was a thing that's been around for a while. It's still like, oh, there's the little orbs. You clear the line with the orb and you get the power-up. That's
Yep.
the same today. So yeah, I'm surprised to see that it's not a new thing. It's pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Especially
So-
like having to like feel out what the power-ups are.
Refresh my memory. The Tetris Axis, that's 3DS.
Yeah, it's the 3DS one.
So that one's good then?
It's basically kind of a less bombastic version of Tetris DS. Like it doesn't have like the Nintendo stuff all over it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of a sequel to Tetris Party if you played that one.
Yeah.
But it's like Hudson developed shenanigans.
Yeah.
There was like a WiiWare game, there was a Wii game, and then a DS game. And
Like it's definitely solid.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the same kind of fun window dressing, but it's Tetris and it's got the multiplayer aspect.
I haven't really touched the Tetris games since Tetris DS, so yeah, I should probably get on that sometime.
Ubisoft recently got the rights or something, and they're doing something.
Yeah.
so
So
let me
that-
tell you,
wait for that.
if you're in the market for a Tetris game, I know a Tetris game.
Oh yeah?
It also happens to have Puyo.
Oh,
Oh,
that
yes, that's right.
does that exist now?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's out. Okay.
totally gonna play that on stream at some point. But
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I remember when that was
kind of the
announced
best.
being confused.
So, answer me this. What is that game worth playing if you don't like Puyo that much?
Hmm?
Is that game worth playing if you don't really like Puyo that much and you just like Tetris?
You can just play Tetris in that
Okay.
game, and you can just play Tetris against Puyo people, and there's a lot of it that's interesting.
That sounds worth trying. I'm terrible at Puyo though. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
All right, well,
What's the deal, man?
I am trying to talk and play at the same time. That's what's happening,
This is just
said
not.
the computer was cheating. Should have just said the computer was cheating.
man. All right, do one more. You want to call it?
Yeah, do one more. I want to see you succeed.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not going to guarantee that, but I'll try it one more time.
you can try a different character too.
Maybe I shouldn't come over and play Tetris with you.
Sure, yeah, I'll try a different character here.
Oh, well, you're literally dead, so maybe you shouldn't play anymore. Your head fell off.
Yeah, I mean, it's unclear whether it was attached to begin with.
Yeah, he just kind of looks upset about it. He's
Yeah.
not really like hurt.
All right.
Seems cool. I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm probably. Ooh, pardon me.
Okay, who should I use? I'll lay
Uh,
on
Ninja Dude.
Ninja Dude.
Ninja Dude, yeah. It seems like he has the best abilities.
You know what his name is?
Yeah.
You know what his name is?
What's his name?
His name is Ninja.
Oh,
That's just his name. That's his whole thing.
yeah. All right,
This
well,
game's actually like really affordable on eBay.
Well, I jump on it.
There's like 3 copies for $15 each.
Oh.
I assume card only.
Yeah.
I jump on it, frankly.
Yeah. Well,
I managed to scout mine out, and I think I got it for 12 or something like that, but it was, you know, lucky.
Right.
Alright.
And we're continuing the trend of buying games on eBay on screen here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I can't jump
play
on
next.
it this month, but if it's still around next month, I'll get it. I know. There's
All right.
3 of them.
Alright.
Lucas, what have I told you? I'm going to go buy one right now. And there'll only be 2.
I mean, that's fine. At least someone ended up with it.
I mean, maybe it's just a tradition of you buying games on Steam.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Sure.
Okay, so do you remember the ninja's power-ups? Ninja magic?
One of them, I think... Okay, so there are 4 levels, right? Or there are only 3?
There's 2.
2 levels?
Yes?
I thought there were like 3 or 4.
So if you look over to the side,
Yeah.
there's 2 arrows once you reach the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's the low and the high.
So, the super high one is the Medusa power, I think. And that's the one that, like, freezes part of the opponent's board in place. And so, like, you'll have, like, they'll have part of their Tetris board just, like, permanently, well, not permanently, frozen where they need to clear the line twice to clear it. That one seems pretty great.
Okay.
I could be, I'm just going based on memory here, but that could be, that's one thing saving for. I don't remember what his level 1 is.
Oh god, I don't know what this is, but it doesn't seem great. See if it has something to do with 7. Alright.
Yeah, I don't remember this one at all.
Well, that's okay. It happened.
Did anything happen that you could tell? Anything special?
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to make sure nothing happened because it's his power-up, so I was just like, nothing happening is the best possible option.
Can you use your high level one? Yeah. Yep, that's it. I don't know if that was a good use of it, but hey, there you go.
I was maxed out, so
Yeah, might as well.
this is going better than it usually is going, so I'll
The,
take
the,
it.
the ninja, from what I understand, the ninja's kind of OP, I guess. I don't know how true that actually is, but that's what I've heard.
I have heard that said.
Yeah.
By
That's why I said pick up, so.
Ow!
Uh-oh.
I don't even care about what that power does, except that got rid of magic for me as I was filling the hole I needed.
Yeah.
Grr.
So you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Keeping that field clean.
So is the opponent with its crazy shenanigans.
30 seconds in the past, the computer's not looking good.
I don't know what that says about how I'm doing now. That I was not doing bad 30 seconds ago.
Oh, I see the shenanigans. He's still got a lot of there's a lot of junk blocks, but they're all neatly arranged for the Tetris. Yep, there you go.
Use your power. I say to you, as you probably already used it.
Well, I like how your opponent's power is just I clear my board.
Yeah, usually the low power is like a, I need help, and then the high power is an attack. But then, like, what if you go too far and you need help?
Uh-oh.
No. Yeah. Oh well. Got one more. I got one more.
Okay.
I believe you can do this. Ninja Guy's your champ here.
No, apparently not.
I'm sorry, Ninja's your champ here.
Man. not looking great.
So is this just the
for-
case of the computer just being really tough?
Well, just generally in Japanese puzzle games, the computer's really tough.
Okay.
That's just, what it
It
is.
seems like it's giving you a lot of crappy blocks too, honestly.
Well, that's like all about managing the feed. I don't know if you see in the middle, we share the feed of blocks,
wow.
so
I didn't even notice that. That's crazy.
that's why I was trying to deprive him of magic by waiting and like getting the things that had the magic.
I'm so glad that didn't stick around for the other Tetris silly games. That's a lot of hard work. I mean, I feel like competing for blocks is like the last thing you'd want to do in a competitive Tetris game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's just dumping those squares on you.
That it is.
Oh yeah, alright, that power you just used is pretty good too. That's the one, I got the two confused. That's the one that keeps the blocks in place. That one's pretty good too.
I love when someone uses a power and the Tetris blocks just kind of like get punted off the screen. It's pretty... Spiderweb looks interesting.
Yeah, it prevents the pieces from moving down, so.
Huh.
The stone one just makes it so you need to click the line twice.
Right.
Guys, I might pull this out. I might pull this out.
Do it. Yep.
Well, I'm seeing there's a Tetris. No, there isn't. Never mind. There was a hole. But it's fine.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Oh.
Yeah!
Good job, I think.
Alright. If I can pull out this third one, then I will have won something tonight. I did win that first race.
You
did.
You did.
Against all odds.
Well, against the lowest level AI of a racing game.
Oh.
A victory is still a victory.
I mean, sure, yeah. Semantically speaking, I think you're on solid ground there.
Indeed.
Is that like the giant bomb in the background?
Okay.
Oh.
I think it's just a
House, maybe? With just
house
like
clock thing.
clocks?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
It's kind of like a cartoon time bomb.
Yeah, it is. I don't really know
Maybe
the
their house is a
story.
bomb.
Oh, bomb house.
House, yeah.
I'm setting up.
See, that's the one downside of this game never
Yeah, right.
getting an English release is we'll never understand the original or Tetris Battle Gaiden.
I mean, we've gotten English releases of Puyo games, and those aren't any more comprehensible in English than they are in Japanese.
Oh, there we go. Boom. Good job.
Yeah, see, Ninja's the guy. He's the guy.
You may be onto something.
Yeah. Now I have a feeling this is going to be your go-to character when we actually play it in person.
Well, as long as you don't take him first. The pre-game will be the game.
Probably.
I like the look of that wolf guy. Is he any good?
Maybe.
He just looked cool. He had like one eye.
You
Have you ever used him before?
I have not.
I don't remember him. Yeah, just keep doing that.
Yeah. I think I got this one.
Graham's doing some work here. Let's. Oh,
Okay.
I disagree with that T-shaped block placement, but you know.
Okay.
that a win?
I
Oh, good
did
job.
it. I
Yeah,
did it.
that's a win.
I'm not going to go around to the next round where I will lose.
Get your victory and turn off the machine. Before
Yes, indeed. Turn off the stream before anything else happens. All right, so yeah, it'd be good to call it. Yeah, so hope you enjoy this interesting substitute tonight. This episode of Snack Time. We'll be back in 2 weeks with I don't know. We're talking about maybe some Mario Kart 8 and some rampant E3 speculation.
Oh, are we doing like online Mario Kart 8 potentially?
I think that's we're trying to do that. See if we can make that happen.
I might be interested in participating. If I can.
Yeah. All right. Cool. But we'll cut this episode for now. For Lucas and Andrew, I'm Graham. See you guys.